5 defensive transition drills to stop counterattacks. In these examples, I use team playing 1-4-3-3 against team playing 1-4-4-2. But you can use the same logic and method with any formation and with any age group. First things first, what do I even mean when I say defensive transitions? Well, here every drill starts with the blue team first having the possession and they try to score. Because as in games, you only need to deal with defensive transitions if you lose the ball. At least I want to first try to finish the attack, and only if that doesn't succeed, then work with defensive transition. So none of the drills start by blue team defending. All the drills start blue team first attacking, trying to accomplish what we're trying to accomplish in different part of the pitch. And if we don't succeed, we focus on defending the transition. First drill, defending transition after finishing. Here I work with 3 strikers, numbers 7, 11 and 9. For the opposing team, we have 2 center backs, numbers 3 and 4, and goalkeeper number 1. We set 4 mini goals representing the opposing fullbacks, numbers 2 and 5, and midfielders numbers 6 and 8. Idea is very simple. Coach plays the ball to one of the blue players, and blue players try to score 3 against 2 plus goalkeeper. If they can finish, that's fine. That's what we want in games. But if they lose the ball or goalkeeper catches the ball, they immediately need to shift to defending. Red team can score any of the 4 goals. The goalkeeper can throw the ball, he can take the ball on the feet and try to pass to one of the mini goals. So you want to mimic the game situation when your strikers are finishing the attack, goalkeeper saves or center back blocks. They immediately switch to defending and try to prevent the counter attack from happening. Drill 2. After high build-up. Now we bring a bit more players. So blue team has both attacking midfielders and also red team has full defensive line. So we bring full defensive line for the red team. So we have 5 players. And we bring both attacking midfielders for the blue team, numbers 8 and number 10. And again, we want mini goals as target goals. So with this setup, when the opponent is playing 1-4-4-2, we can keep the midfielders, and let's bring both wingers for the red team. So we have 4 goals. So if we lose the ball, we need to defend immediately and prevent the red team from scoring again. Coach can position himself here. Here, as in games, when you are building up in the final third, of course, your first thing should be that we get to play the ball behind the opposing backline, making it hard for the opposing team to counter. And of course, we try to score as well as we can. But what often happens is that goalkeeper gets the ball, or maybe we are crossing and the fullback is blocking the ball, or one of your players is going 1 against 1 and the defender gets to tackle and the ball starts to roll somewhere in the penalty box. What we want in matches, we want the closest players to immediately start pressing and fight to get the ball back to our team before the red team can escape from their penalty box. So immediate press, try to prevent the red team playing one of the 4 mini goals. Next drill, 11 against 11. So we bring all the players for both teams, and now you want to play the formation. You are playing against the formation you are playing against Saturday. So for the blue team, 1-4-3-3. So bring all the players here, and also the goalkeepers. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, and the red team also. 1-4-4-2, 7, 11, 6, 8, 9, and 10. And you can play either full pitch or you can make the pitch a bit smaller. But I recommend, if you have full pitch available, use it, because now you can use the same distances as they are in games. So building up from the back, how you want your team to play, and also mimicking the defending team to defend as they would in a match. And now, if you have two coaches, one coach should coach the build-up, how you want to progress the ball, and second coach should focus on rest defense and preventing the attack. What I mean by that? So however you want to build up, let's say you build up right side and maybe your fullback is overlapping and you play something like that. So one coach coaching the build up, you want to progress the ball normally. But now, however you want to set your rest defense, so 3, 4 or 5 players who stay behind the ball, who of course contribute to attack, but who are also thinking about, if we lose the ball, how we are positioned in a way that we can stop the counter-attack, prevent it from being too dangerous. One way to do it with 1-4-3-3 is that you're both center backs and the opposing fullback and your holding midfielder forms like 2-2 formation as a rest defense. Some coaches are fine with 3 players rest defense, so maybe center backs and number 6. Some coaches even prefer 5 players as a rest defense. Here, let's say you progress the ball all the way inside the box and maybe you lose the ball there. You want the same behavior as in previous exercises. So you want the closest players to press aggressively. You want your next players to come support, and you want your rest defense to organize and be ready for counter-attack. However you want it, let's say you keep your 4 players, so both center backs, number 6 and the opposing fullback. Let's say there's opposing players, something like this. And let's say so your fullback was overlapping, your number 9 is there, your number 11, number 7. So for example, here you want your closest players to press, next players to support, and rest defense communicate rest of the players and moving to the side where counter-attack might happen. Drill 4. Low 7 against 6. Now we are working on build-up phase in our own half. So we want our back line 2, 3, 4, 5 and midfielders 6, 8 and 10 against opposing strikers number 9 and number 10, wide players 7, 11 and midfielders 6 and 8. Now let's say you play all the way up here and you're not going to the penalty box. Maybe coach can start to play here, and you can play either you dribble past the line or you can have mini goals representing your strikers. Number 7, 9, 11. Why no goalkeeper? Simple reason, it's already +1 for the blue team. Giving them a goalkeeper would make it too easy. Here you want to use the same build-up tactics that you used in previous drill. However, you want to build up with your back 4 and 3 midfielders. And as we are in our own half, players need to take care of the ball, but sometimes you lose it, and therefore also your fullbacks, your midfielders sometimes need to press immediately after they lose the ball. Hopefully it happens rarely, but when it happens, it's crucial when you are own half and it's only 30 to 40 meters to your goal. So build that habit also for the fullbacks and midfielders. And again, it's important that your center backs and the opposing fullback and one of the 3 midfielders are positioned so that they stay in a good position whatever happens. Drill 5, goal kick 6 against 6. So last drill, we also need to prevent the counter-attacks from our goal kick. That's actually quite common nowadays when many teams build up from back and opponent is pressing high. And I'm not saying you need to just play long balls, you can play short from the goal kick, but it's smart to also train the moment that sometimes you lose it and that doesn't end opponent scoring. So our goalkeeper, our fullbacks, center backs and number 6. Where's the ball? There. The same players for the red team, strikers, wingers and both midfielders. And now you want again 4 mini goals. So let's say you play all the way up here, all the players inside, and You have 4 target goals, like here. When you set up the 4 target goals like this, a couple of meters behind the area, the red team cannot just press high with 6 players, because that would mean that if all the players come frenzy like this, the goalkeeper can just lift the ball behind the red players. So the defenders need to position themselves a bit further away, so there will be time and space for your players to build up, let's say, normally from the goal kick. And now, of course, it's tricky when you are so close to your goal that if you lose the ball, only thing you can do is to react immediately and do everything you can to prevent the shot and prevent scoring. But it's also important that players first try to build up and progress the ball, but if that doesn't work out, just switch to defending immediately. If you like drills like this and want to build brave, fast and competitive players, check the link in the description and join the Football Coaching Hub. Watch this video next because YouTube thinks you like it, and we see you on the next one.